The taste of dark chocolate melting on your tongue, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the soothing sound of your favorite song. These experiences define our consciousness. This feeling of what it is like lies at the heart of consciousness. Understanding how our brains create these experiences is a profound mystery. We can explain brain functions, but not the feelings they produce. Modern neuroscience has made remarkable progress in unraveling the complexities of the brain. We can now observe the brain in action, pinpoint areas responsible for specific functions, and even manipulate neural activity. Yet despite these advancements, the question of how neural activity translates into subjective experience remains unanswered. We can identify the neural correlates of consciousness, the specific brain activity associated with certain experiences. However, correlation does not equal causation. Just because certain neurons fire when we see the color red, for instance, doesn't explain why we experience the redness of red. It doesn't bridge the explanatory gap between the physical and the phenomenal. This gap represents a fundamental challenge to our current scientific worldview. Our current scientific paradigm, largely based on a materialistic understanding of the universe, struggles to accommodate the reality of subjective experience. It excels at explaining the objective, the measurable, the quantifiable. But consciousness, with its inherently subjective nature, seems to resist such reduction. The mind-body problem, the question of how our mental life relates to our physical bodies, has been a source of philosophical debate for centuries. René Descartes, the 17th century philosopher, famously proposed a dualist solution. He argued that mind and matter are two fundamentally different substances existing independently of each other. Descartes believed the mind, characterized by thought and consciousness, interacts with the physical body through the pineal gland. This dualist view, while intuitively appealing, faces significant challenges. It fails to adequately explain how an immaterial mind can causally interact with a material body. This interaction remains a point of contention even today. Materialism, the opposing view, posits that everything in the universe, including consciousness, is ultimately reducible to matter and its interactions. This perspective aligns more readily with our current scientific understanding. However, it struggles to explain the emergence of subjective experience from purely physical processes. How can a system of neurons, no matter how complex, give rise to the feeling of what it is like to be? Section 4. Consciousness Everywhere. Panpsychism, a radical alternative, proposes that consciousness is not a product of biological complexity, but a fundamental property of the universe like mass or energy. In this view, consciousness is not something that emerges from matter, rather, matter itself possesses some degree of consciousness. Panpsychism offers a potential solution to the hard problem by suggesting that consciousness is not something that needs to be explained away or reduced to something else. Instead, it's an inherent aspect of reality itself. This perspective challenges our anthropocentric view of consciousness, suggesting that we are not the only sentient beings in the universe. While intriguing, panpsychism is not without its critics. It raises questions about the nature and distribution of consciousness in the universe. If everything possesses consciousness, from rocks to planets, what does that mean for our understanding of sentience and intelligence? These questions remain open for exploration and debate. Section 5. The Future of Understanding. The hard problem of consciousness highlights the profound mystery of the human mind. It challenges our scientific framework and pushes us to explore new ways of understanding mind and matter. Solving it could revolutionize artificial intelligence and medicine. The quest to understand consciousness is a journey into the essence of being human. It deepens our appreciation for the complexity of the conscious experience.